Well, hello, Vinyl Village Garage fans. Today we'll be working in a different garage out in the field again. I guess we might call this the Vinyl Village Garage field call again. We're working on this car right here. Nope, sorry. That one would be a whole lot cooler to work on. We might work out something sometime on that car, but right now, working on a daily driver 2002 Mazda. Basically, it's a Ford Escape in disguise, but Mazda actually makes them, or Ford does. I guess one of the two, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to be doing a little bit of suspension upgrades here. Need some control arms, and Mike asked me for some help, so I figured I'd come on down and check it out and see if I can give him a hand. So, I guess now I gave you a little sneak peek. I might as well give you a little more of a look on the car here. It's a 55 Chevy. Of course, it's been slightly modified. Going to have a flip forward doghouse put back on the car at some point, but all in all, pretty nice looking ride. All the car's been painted already. It's that satin black finish, and then looks pretty good. But this one's going to need a little help to make it roadworthy again. But unfortunately, the visit today won't be this car. It is, like I said, your daily drive. We're going to do some suspension repairs. The lower control arms, the bushings are pulling out here in the back and causing some problems, making a little bit of noise. So we're going to replace the control arms. Not a, I guess, say overly complicated job, but we're going to give him a hand to see if I can get it going a little quicker for him. Show you the plan on this one here. What we've got is the lower control arms, the rear bushings in particular, are pulling out of here and then banging around when driving and hitting the brakes. When you get this control arm replaced, not a really complicated situation, but there's a bolt that goes straight up in the bottom through all that into the frame. You get that bolt out. We got a bolt here in the front that attaches it to also the subframe, and just a pinch bolt here on the bottom that holds it to the ball joint. So basically just 3 fasteners hold that in. Now, getting them out might be another story, but we're going to give it a go here. I've already sprayed them down a little penetrating oil, hoping to kind of get inside it, because these nuts are not accessible. They're part of the frame, so the last thing you want is one of those twisting off. So to change the control arm on one of these, do yourself a favor. Go ahead and there's a little hole right here. Put some penetrating oil in there, let it soak in before you start on this procedure, because I can tell you right now, it's going to be a little rusty. And what we have for parts, got a whole new control arm. You could probably replace just the bushings, but I think it's a bit silly. You can buy the whole control arm almost for the price of the bushings anymore, so it's not worth the time to try to press in bushings on a rusty old control arm, and then you still have a ball joint to replace. So buy the whole control arm, make it easier, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
You ready? All right. Start with the front bolt. Unfortunately, you can't get no power tools on the front bolt.
So I had to put one hand in. My finger went in front of the camera.
Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna leave that bolt like that. We'll take the other 2 out and see if it'll fall out of them. I know. You're supposed to be the camera person. That's what I pay you all that big money for.
You don't.
I don't pay you.
No.
Man, you should renegotiate your contract. You should make money. Comes right out. I wasn't expecting that. Now, last one is this bolt back here. You can get that one out. Once it's out, get the big hammer out. Okay. Back bolt, front bolt. Check this out. Put the pry bar here. And ta-da! It's actually pulling through and starting to break. Hey, camera lady, come on. Need some help. Ready to put it back together. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, there you go. I'm ready to put this back in. You see this here? That's the part we got to put back in. The trick is the rear bolt first, getting it back in and lined up. I'm going to try to stab that in first, put the bolt through, and then swing it into place. Not sure if it's going to work. We're about to find out. So this back bolt can be a bit of a pickle, I guess you could say. But we're going to try this. And if it works, maybe I can save you some headaches.
Yeah.
So far, the answer is no. Because you got to get the front up high enough. Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's got a hammer, right? Well, that seemed to work pretty good. So the trick is,
What about the go-go gadget wrench?
do the back one in the back. All right, bring the go-go gadget wrench. I know. I'm sorry. All right, let's see if we can't get this one to go back to its home. You gotta hold your mouth right. Look at that, see? Hold your mouth just right. And then it goes. It's too much like work on a day off. Oh well.
Is it about the the ear hurting sound?
Going back in probably won't make as much noise.
Okay.
It's not gonna scream at me.
It did.
Yeah, it was definitely, just know how it felt. Now, the trick is, I'm pulling the control arm here. Hopefully I can. Wow. I don't want to go at all. Okay, I just hung up on the control arm. Okay. And let it up there. Alright, here. Okay, now try to regroup again. Well, alright, try it there. Watch this right here. You got it?
Yeah.
And then put your bolt through and snug up all three.
There we go. I'll skip this down. My ears.
Ready? Oh, wrong way, silly. Now, of course, get these bolts tight. I didn't show you, I probably should have. Put a bunch of grease on the threads, especially this rusty old car. It definitely helps getting the go back in. Back one went right in, no problem. And our bottom pinch bolt down here, it went in just fine. Now this control arm wasn't nearly as bad as the passenger side. I got the other side already done too. I want to show you it, but this one was starting to come apart, but not there yet. The bushing was starting to pull out some. The other side, on the other hand, well, it's in pretty bad shape. Let me show you this side. This bushing has completely come out. This is what we were trying to prevent on the driver's side and why the passenger side had to be replaced. So now both sides are done. Next up, just put the tires back on and go for a drive. Right, Ed? Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for the Mazda Tribute front end overhaul in our garage. Been a whole lot cooler working on that. But like I said, maybe next time, do a visit with the owner. He does want a little help with the project, but we'll see if we can't figure something out in the future. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go back to work maybe on the Firebird this afternoon, get some time in on that one. So I guess still be, I guess the next project, or maybe this one. I guess we'll see you next time.